Buenos días y bienvenidos de un día en mi vida aquí en Sevilla. I'm Kierra. I currently go to Concordia University, Chicago. I am studying visual art education and Spanish education with the intention to be able to teach K through 12 in both once I graduate. Although I go to school in Chicago, I am from Wisconsin. So if you hear me say bag today, I apologize. Anyway, I hope you enjoy Sevilla as much as I do today. My favorite part about walking to school is crossing the Rio Takeover. Here you can see a bunch of sites such as the 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦, which legend says is where they house the gold. Finished our first class of the day. It was Intro to Translation. Sharks here had her presentation. She did great. I today have 5 classes. I have Intro to Translation, Intro to Wine, Painting, Intro to Flamenco Dance, and then Photography. So I'll take you through my long 10-hour day of classes.
De caliza de coca materia orgánica, que obliga a las raíces a profundizar, dando lugar a virus más concentrados y complejos.
Just finished up my final class of painting. I can't believe that today is the last day of classes here. We'll have exams in about a week, but until then, all classes are finished up today. What are my favorite foods so far? That's a good question. Right now, I'm eating a 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦 that my host mom packed for me. It's basically a sub sandwich. So far, tortilla española, as far as main courses go, is probably one of my favorites. It's basically an omelet with potatoes and eggs. And then sometimes you put cheese in, sometimes you put onions in. I personally prefer cheese and onions inside of it. But I know a lot of people prefer it without. Personally, I like it when it's warm, like right off the stove. They sometimes put it cold in a 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦, but that's not my favorite. Another entree that I like, or it's a stew that my host mom makes with lentils and potatoes and carrots and all good things. It's delicious. She puts chorizo in it, so it has a little bit of flavor. And then everything is eaten with bread, which I absolutely love because I adore bread. As for desserts, churros are great. Churros con chocolate. There's a lot of pop-up like street vendors throughout the city that you can get that at. And gelato, of course, is a go-to for us as like a snack during the day. And then torrijas, it's very similar to French toast, except it's made with honey instead of sugar and cinnamon. And that's definitely a favorite in our house. Whenever our host mom makes it, it's a good day.
The sun came out just in time for us to walk to class. We are going to a studio off campus where we have our application of dance for flamenco. On Mondays we are in the classroom learning the history of flamenco and all the bookwork, and then Wednesdays we get to go to a studio and actually learn the 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦 and the Sevilla. On our walk we get to walk under a bunch of orange trees, and the smell in the afternoon is wonderful. The perfume of it, it's incredible. Okay, I just finished class 4 of 5 today. It is currently 5 p.m. I'm headed back to university, so I have about 30 minutes of walking, but it's good. We need to exercise. Sadly, it did decide to rain, but that's what the umbrella's for. I'd use this time to talk about host families. So I lucked out. I got the best host mom you could ask for. Her food is amazing. She takes care of us. She's constantly sending us messages, making sure we got to where we are going on the weekends, or checking in and seeing how we're doing. She loves to see pictures. And then in our house, it's me, 2 roommates, my host mom, and then her dog, Freddie. So it's great. We have a wonderful time, an all-girl house besides Freddie. So I couldn't have asked for a better host family to spend my time in Seville with. For classes, we have classes Monday through Thursdays. We have Fridays off every week, which is wonderful. Typically your classes will either be Tuesday and Thursday or Monday and Wednesday. Mine just happened to all fall on Monday and Wednesday, which is why I have a 10-hour day. But typically that's not how it goes. Usually your classes are split out between the 4 days so that it's not as much of a load.
Sobre la comida, sí, es excelente. Uno de mis favoritos.
The classes that I am taking are taught only in Spanish. The teachers or the professors have been instructed by the university to speak primarily / all in Spanish to us and to like make us respond in Spanish just so that we get the practice. And then here we got placed with a host mom who only speaks Spanish, which is super nice for our development of the language. But in the house we have to speak Spanish because that's the only language that she knows. And then my roommates and I also try to speak Spanish together as much as possible, just because one of the goals of coming to a Spanish-speaking country was to learn and practice our Spanish. As for living downtown, I'm assuming you mean the city center. Personally, I found that Seville is a very walkable city. I think the longest I've had to walk was 1 hour and 10 minutes, which sounds like a lot. I promise you it's not. To a flamenco show, and that was like a one-off occurrence. And then to the football stadium, it's about 40-minute walk. To the city center from where I currently live, it's about 20 minutes. Not really, more closer to 15. We live in Triana, which is like a neighborhood of Seville. Buenas noches de Sevilla.